Hello everybody, what's going on? This is Andrew, and today I'm here with a standard deck that I wanted to try out. So sometimes I will flip through streams, flip through some YouTubers to see what standard decks look fun and interesting, and I stumbled across a deck kind of like this on Jeff Hoogland's YouTube channel recently. The deck, it was just a 60 card build, but it used Enigmatic Incarnation and all of these runes to generate card advantage and make the game go really long. And then it has Setessan Champion and Skyclave Apparition just as good cards to help you finish the game. There were a lot of suggestions in Jeff's Twitch chat about adding Yorion to the deck because Yorion can blink the runes to help you draw more cards. Also, blinking Runeforge Champion or Skyclave Apparition or even Storm Herald are good things to do. So I built the deck so you don't have to. I'm not convinced that this build is any better or worse than the 60 card build, but the idea here is I kept all the ratios the same from the 60 card version, same number of lands, or same ratio of lands to deck, same ratio of runes to deck, and then I had some wiggle room. So what I did was I added a couple one-ofs, some cards that should be sideboard cards but can fit in the main deck because we have a little bit of extra space. So I've got this Idyllic Tutor that can go get an Enigmatic Incarnation, can go get Klothys, or can go get a rune, or Bubble Snare or Frogify, which are our removal spells. I've got a Redain, a Thrashing Brontodon, and a Klothys in the main deck, all of which are kind of silver bullets for specific matchups, and they can all be searched out with Enigmatic Incarnation. Enigmatic Incarnation says at the beginning of your end step you can sacrifice an enchantment. If you do, search your library for a creature card with CMC equal to 1 plus the sacrificed enchantment's converted mana cost and put that onto the battlefield. So we've got 16 runes and the 3 Frogifys, which we can sacrifice to get any of these 3-drops. So being able to search out a Redain, a Klothys, or a Thrashing Brontodon in game 1 could be really, really valuable. I've also got a Starnheim Courser and a Birgi, God of Storytelling here. These cards are cards that can go, quote, infinite with Runeforge Champion, because Runeforge Champion says runes only cost 1 mana. The cost reduction on Starnheim Courser or the extra mana that Birgi gives you do work with that, so you can just go off as long as you've got runes in your hand. Setessan Champion is an important piece of the puzzle. This is often how you win games. Siona is kind of the 5th copy of Setessan Champion. Often she'll draw you a card, and she can make an army on her own if she's left unchecked. And then Storm Herald is kind of the unsung hero of the deck. Whenever your creatures die and your auras go to the graveyard, or if you've been sacrificing auras to Enigmatic Incarnation, you can just go get Storm Herald, and Storm Herald will bring those all back, trigger any enters the battlefield abilities, like from a Setessan Champion, and draw cards from each rune you return. So Storm Herald's sweet. This deck is sweet. There's also a Glasspool Mimic that can let you copy any of the creatures you've got in play. So it can be your 5th copy of Skyclave Apparition, Runeforge Champion, Storm Herald, or Setessan Champion. And that seems to be working well. So we're going to try a Moritte of the Frost, which is something that Jeff Hoogland tried. And I'm going to play a Yorion in the main deck. So Yorion is sweet because a lot of these cards have enters the battlefield abilities. So blinking them all, in theory, is a really cool thing to be doing. Draws you a bunch of extra cards and pulls you ahead. I've also got a Yorion as my companion. Importantly, these 5-drops are neat because if you ever have 2 incarnations out, you can sacrifice one of them to the other one to go get a 5-drop. So that's why we've got the 5-drops in the deck. The sideboard is more removal spells. Roiling Vortex is good against the Ultimatum decks. So is Redain. We've got 2 copies of Shredded Sails, which is good against anything that's playing dragons or artifacts. 3 Mystical Disputes and 3 Ox of Agonis. Ox is good against rogues and is also a 5-drop that we can search up with 2 copies of Incarnation. So that's what this deck is doing. I had played a couple with a 60 card build and it went really, really well. Not sure how this one's going to go, but we're going to give it a shot. So let's jump in to a couple games here and see how it goes. And I will go ahead and put the full deck in the description of the YouTube video so you can just grab it from there and try it instead of, because there's lots of one-ofs in the deck, so instead of having to click through and do it yourself. We're going to mulligan this, obviously. We'll keep this. Probably just put back Frogify. Lead on Triome. I'd love to draw an untapped land here, so I can play Sustenance next turn. No such luck. I'll play Glasspool Mimic. I will play Glasspool Mimic tapped now. Oh, cycling? Usually cycling doesn't play islands. The mana's pretty tough to play islands. Maybe they're just blue-red cycling. Could be. So the runes are sweet. They don't have to go on a creature. They can just go on any permanent. So we can put runes on our lands and still cantrip them. I'll just put this on green here. I'm probably fetching for white so I can Skyclave Apparition the Improbable Alliance away. No? Okay, so they are playing white mana. The island's interesting. I haven't seen a build that has island in it yet. Just casting a Stinger, sure. Deal 1 and make a 1/1 flyer. Drawing the Yorion is actually pretty good here. Because that means we can potentially blink this Skyclave Apparition to get the Drannith Stinger later too. And it blocks the 1/1s pretty well. We do need to end this game pretty quickly because they have Zenith Flares in their deck. The second alliance is a bit of a bummer. Really wanted to hit an untapped land there, so I could like play Setessan Champion plus a rune to draw a card. But I'll go ahead and get Runeforge Champion going. Oh, I can get Rune of Flight. Yeah, I'll do that. Now I can block the flyers. Kind of cute. No attacks. Would have loved to find a land there. Oh, they're playing the Iron Crag Pyromancer. I saw a deck that was playing those. I didn't realize they were playing so many basics. There's the untapped land I was looking for. Now, do I go Setessan Champion plus Rune, or do I have to go Yorion here to blink Apparition and snag the Pyromancer? It's probably what I have to do. Oh, I have a Rune of Sustenance down here too. That's right. And I'll go ahead and put the rune on Yorion here, so I can start getting life, hopefully. And this is one of the reasons to add Yorion to the deck. I don't yet know if it's good enough or not. It kind of changes what the deck is doing. It does slow it down just a little bit, but maybe that's fine. Obviously, that's what we're going to try to find out. Having another Pyromancer, they've had like 5 of their payoffs in the top however many cards of their deck. It's kind of unfortunate for us. Yeah, okay. They can't really attack. We found Skyclave Apparition. They have 6 cyclers in the graveyard. If they have a Zenith Flare, they can hit me to 6. If they attack me with everything, I block this. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gain 4. So I'm not... And then I would die. So I think I've got to go Skyclave Apparition, take the Pyromancer again, and then Rune of Flight again. No attacks. Just casting the boon. I guess if they aren't playing any black cards, it can mean that they can cast the boon a little bit more consistently. That kind of makes sense. Setessan Champion plus... Oh, don't have double green. Plus the Rune of Sustenance. Okay. More Skyclave Apparitions is the way to win this game, I think. I might just be dead to a big Zenith Flare here. We will see. Yeah. If they've got it, they've got it. I will be dead to it. If not, I'm going to make the Setessan Champion huge and attack with it next turn. Gain some life. Okay. I'm going to start by Rune of Might on the Setessan Champion. Okay. Skyclave Apparition. I'm gonna tag the Pyromancer again. Oh, just one? They didn't have 2 1-mana cyclers. That's so good for me. I'll play this one out on white. And then Rune of Speed up the Setessan Champion as well. Now I'll attack with the Setessan Champion. I need to gain the life, so if they want to, block with a bunch of stuff, they can. But if they don't, then next turn I can play Setessan Champion. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I think they didn't realize I had trample there, so if this ever dies, I can just Storm Herald back all of the runes on it. What is going on with this deck? Teferi, Master of Time? So now I'll take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm just dead to a Zenith Flare probably. Like, I'm sure that's what they're doing. Yep. What a strange version of the deck. I haven't seen this version of the cycling deck before. That's really cool. So the disputes come in for sure. Redain comes in. Redain's not even that good though. Bubble Snare is not good. Thrashing Brontodon's really good, so is Klothys. I don't really want to try to combo off this game, so I'll take out Bergie. I'll trim the Siona. And I don't know, the Idyllic Tutor might be a little slow. Yeah. I imagine this is a tough one for us. Though if we get Klothys on the battlefield, that can be really powerful. Opening hands like this are not going to do it. Okay. I guess I kind of got what I asked for. I'll put a Redain back. I'm just playing the plains. I'd like to draw another land before I fetch, but if I don't find one, I will just play the Fabled Passage here. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to fetch Mountain. I wish I could get blue mana too, but I have a lot more blue sources in the deck than red sources, and just slamming Klothys on 2 is going to be really nice. I hope. Cool. They do not have a counterspell. Klothys is going to resolve and start eating away at their graveyard slowly. Klothys is also going to gain us life, which is great. I could also just add mana next turn if I wanted to make sure I can Runeforge plus do something. Nah, I'll take it slow. They've just got a handful of cycling stuff, it looks like. They might just be trying to get to Zenith Flare as fast as possible. I'll grab Rune of Sustenance. I think that might be my best way to fight what they've got going on. And they have land plus cycler. Yep. They'd do anything for blue mana. It's a little slow. I could run out Brontodon this turn. I don't think it's worth it. I think I'm just lifelinking up Klothys, definitely. Found untapped blue so I can Frogify Pyromancer. Okay. This deck is not bad at turning Klothys into a creature either. I wonder if I need to take a turn off and play Brontodon. I might. My hand has just been a little slow. See, they've got 6 cyclers in the graveyard. Next turn I get to play Redain plus Frogify this Pyromancer. I'm in an okay spot, actually, if they don't have any more pressure than that. All right. This is what I got. Can you beat a 2/3 Flying Vigilance that taxes your Zenith Flares and a Klothys? Oh, and they're just going to Zenith Flare the Redain right away? Yeah, that makes sense. And in terms of lands, I think I want to get double green. So I've used my only double green card. So either get another plains or another forest. I think I get a forest. Just keep eating away at their graveyard. Let's see. I think I'm okay to just get Yorion going. Blink Rune of Speed. I'm going to attach it to Yorion. Or sorry, Rune of Sustenance. Rune of Speed's one in my hand. And that was a good draw. Yep, I'm not surprised that they had multiple Zenith Flares in their hand since they didn't do anything for so long at the beginning of the game. Play out this Rune of Speed. And get get Incarnation going. Sack the rune to go get maybe just the other Redain now. It's either that or I only get 2 runes back if I get Storm Herald this turn. So it's Redain or Setessan Champion. What do we think? Maybe Setessan Champion's the higher upside since I've got these runes in my hand. I'll go with that. We'll get the second Redain maybe next turn. Boon to draw 4. It's pretty good by our opponent, but it doesn't kill our Setessan Champion, so we do get to do some crazy stuff next turn. Glass Casket does get to take our champion away from us. Play Rune of Flight, draw a card. Play Rune of Flight, draw a card. I guess technically one of these runes should have gone on Klothys. That's fine. Then I'll just pick up Yorion here. And I'm gonna grab Skyclave Apparition to eat the Glass Casket to get my guy back. They've got some Drannith Stingers. They get to get in for 1. And what else? They're just cycling right away. Okay. I feel like that's really good for me. The only thing I was worried about was the Zenith Flare potentially. But doesn't seem like they had it. So now I can go Rune of Might on the Setessan Champion. Draw 2 cards. I'm just going to hold off on the Yorion. I don't need it yet. Draw 2. Rune of Speed. And might as well go with another Rune of Speed. Make this a what, an 8/8, and it turns on Klothys. Get in there. This thing still tramples. And then with the Enigmatic Incarnation, I'm going to sacrifice one of these Runes of Speed to turn Klothys back into an enchantment so it can't get got by a Glass Casket. And then Redain's going to tax any of their expensive spells. That should just about be the game unlocked for us. Yeah, Boon. You can spend 8 mana to draw 4 cards. That sounds great. They found a Glass Casket to get my Setessan Champion. It makes me, you know, a tiny bit sad. Yeah. We can go through the motions, but the Klothys is going to finish the game there. And that was sweet. The way that game played out, I wonder if I do want this Idyllic Tutor so I can go find Klothys. And they have Glass Casket. I could bring in the Shredded Sails. I don't think that's necessary. I'll just cut the Starnheim Courser. It's kind of a combo card, and we don't We're not really comboing off this game. And let's see, if our opponent has a fast start, it's going to be tough for us to catch up, but Klothys is a really good ace in the hole to have. We're going to keep this. Skyclave is going to clean up some stuff, and Frogify is pretty good too. No, I just need to play this. I was thinking about holding onto this land to cycle, but the fact that it makes white, blue, and red is just going to be really important. Yep. We will draw a card. Next turn we'll probably just go Forest Skyclave to eat the Alliance. Interesting that they're cycling there instead of on my turn. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Pyromancer plus an untapped land and cycle this turn. It's kind of annoying, but that lets me Frogify it plus cycle again. So it's kind of even. Glass Casket? Okay. That's actually okay for me. I'm gonna fetch with this. Gonna go get blue, I think. I have red already. This is second blue. Maybe getting red's better. Gotta draw a spell. 3 cards in their bin. 4. Five. Okay, Idyllic Tutor is kind of what I was asking for, wasn't it? Let me Rune of Might just in case I draw Klothys. No such luck. Fetch with the Fabled Passage. Now I'll grab blue. And I'll just tutor for Klothys. We'll see what they do. Next turn might just be play Klothys, pick up Yorion. And that might just be good enough. I'm gonna play a land first so I don't get got by Mystical Dispute. Okay, Klothys resolving is step 1 to winning this game. They could have a handful of one CMC cyclers, and they could Zenith Flare plus attack to kill us next turn. Doesn't look like that's what their hand is, though. It looks like we get to keep playing this game for at least one more turn. Their graveyard is 9 cyclers. 9 doesn't kill us. put us to 12. Am I frogifying this to just make it a 1/1 and save myself a point of damage? I think so. Then play the Yorion. Blink all of the things. Lifelink Rune. Lifelink Rune. Rune of Might. I mean, they could just have untapped Zenith Flare me, right? And that just kills me, but... But maybe not. Show me the Zenith Flare opponent. If not... Yep. Damn. A little too slow on our part. We had the Frogifys, which were answers for kind of the wrong thing, the wrong part of their deck. We needed a counterspell, but couldn't find one. That's how it goes. Or a Redain. Redain would have done what we needed to. Well, that was a long match, but I'm going to get at least one more match in here before this video is done. I will be right back with that video shortly. So Arena decided to take a nap on me while I was trying to get into this second match, but we are back. We're playing this 80 card Rune Auras deck, and I think in that last match you got to see a little bit of what the deck's trying to do. The mana, though. I'm sure I have enough lands in this deck, but it's just not getting there. I'm going to keep this. I think I'm going to put the Skyclave Apparition back, actually. I don't have the mana. Oh, wait, yes, I do. Maybe I put the Frogify back then. Yeah. But anyways, as I was saying, I think in the last match you got to see a little bit of what this deck is trying to do, and hopefully we can kind of mess with that a little bit more right now. Ruin Crab, huh? I imagine we have an okay Rogues matchup. I haven't actually played against Rogues in a while, but I'm hoping we do okay. See, it milling our runes and then us being able to like go get Rune Herald or Storm Herald is going to be nice. Plan is to try to find more land so I could just curve Apparition into... Yep, there we go. Play this on white, play this on green. So, sorry, to finish my thought from earlier, the more runes we mill, the more just getting Storm Herald is great. This is kind of bait here, also. I'd rather have the Incarnation stick around. Yeah. Cool, got it. I could just do the Storm Herald thing this turn. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 runes in the bin. If not that, I'm getting, what, a Skyclave Apparition to eat the Thieves Guild Enforcer. Yeah, I'll just grab Apparition here. I'm not worried about the Ruin Crab because I still have 60 cards in my deck. So I will just do it this way for now. Ooh, Clothis. I'm gonna play the Setessan Champion this turn. Okay. And just pass. I'm gonna hold on to the Fabled Passage. I'd like to draw an untapped land so I can double spell next turn. One of the Storm Heralds is gone. I definitely want to search up the second one if I get a chance to next turn. Cool. Found my other land at least. So the island's gone, it looks like. So I probably want to get a plains. And this mountain. Okay, I was going to say, is Clothis not going to resolve? I was pretty sure it was going to. But then, yeah, I'll play a Burgi. I think just getting a board is going to be good here. No attacks. I'm not going to sacrifice Clothis. No thank you. They have Into the Story here. That sucks. Maybe I should have gotten Yorion instead of playing out the Burgi here. So I can blink Skyclave to eat the crab. I don't know. And I think I definitely fetched wrong on the previous turn. I should have gotten second red. Well, there's the Storm Herald I wanted. So this is bait. That's fine. And I'm just doing it this way. The Storm Herald's probably the best card left in my deck, so I really don't want to run it into a counterspell. Like, if they pick up Larissa or do something and tap out this turn, that's really what I want. Because it would let me buy back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I draw 8 cards if I resolve this Storm Herald. So I want that to happen. Something I don't know. Yeah, okay. They do go into exile no matter what, unfortunately. Our opponent's choosing to do nothing. Yep, that's fine. Redain is also bait here. Okay. I'm just gonna pass again. I'm scared. Kill my Brontodon, sure. I feel like they probably should have killed Redain. Redain's gonna make it hard for them to cast into the story. Still have a... No, I don't. I'm out of Skyclave Apparitions. That's unlucky. I do have at least one clone left in my deck, though. How many Setessan Champions? 1, 2, 3... 3 of them are gone. So, I mean, it definitely looks like they've got Counterspell mana up. They picked up Pyleas, played Thieves Guild Enforcer past the turn. Oh no, played Ruin Crab past the turn. Well, it's time to try. Yeah, they had the Drone of the Lock. That's too bad. I might still just be able to kill them with Redain and Klothys. And then adding Yorion as a flying attacker also. Yeah. I'm not worried about dying to damage. I'm worried about these Ruin Crabs killing me. Yep. They have nothing. So they might have a counterspell. Oh, that just resolved 2? What do they have? Do they have Disdainful Stroke or something? I'm playing Yorion. I'm blinking the Skyclave and the Rune. I want my Rune to come back first. I'm going to take a Ruin Crab and sacrifice the Rune to go get what? Not a lot left. Might be Mimic to copy Apparition. Take the other Ruin Crab. No, they're dead next turn to my flyers. Lol Mage's Domination. Uh-huh. No blocks. What do I have left? I still have a Yorion in my deck, I think. Yeah, I think so. What else can I tutor for? I can tutor for another Enigmatic Incarnation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, maybe this is just what I need to do. Do this. Go get another Incarnation. Play this Incarnation. Play this on blue, I suppose. No attacks. End step. Sacrifice one of these. Get the Yorion. Blink both my apparitions. Give them some 1/1s. Then on my turn, my apparitions will come back, eat the, or on this end step, they'll eat the Thieves Guild Enforcers. I think I can block. I don't think this deck plays anything that gives -X or anything like that. Yeah, that's an expensive into the story. Found a Ruin Crab, found a land probably. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I can't copy the... I think I can copy Yorion, get a trigger, keep this one, and Skyclave can just target Wind Robber and I just win, right? Submit 0. Take the Wind Robber, win. Whew, what a game one. What a game. I definitely want the Oxes in this matchup. That's what they're there for. Bubble Snare does not seem particularly good, but the Disputes do. Frogify seems okay. What doesn't? Siona. Brontodon doesn't really do much. I'm going to take out Bergie, take out Starnheim Courser. Redain's not particularly good. I'll trim the Moritte, I think. And yeah, I'll cut the Siona. Just cut some of the bullets that I definitely don't need for this match. And try this next game. We've played some really intense, grindy games with this deck. And this deck, even the 60 card version, kind of does that. What is up with these 0 or 1 land hands we've been getting? It's kind of insane. This hand looks good. I'll put back a land. Triome on 1. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay, so now this is going to be on white. This gets to be on blue. And then this is the forest. Or just temple. Don't need a land. I assume they have the 1/3 here. There it is. I'll go ahead and just throw Runeforge Champion into the counterspell. I'm going to have counterspells I need to work through here. Yeah, that's fine. And this way, if I draw another, like a rune, I can play Frogify plus the rune. How about Ox? Is Ox good? Just gonna run Setessan Champion into the fire again. Yep, makes sense. Next turn, I get to try to Frogify this and then Storm Herald if they use their mana. Storm Herald looking better and better. Now, which one am I targeting with the Frogify? Probably the Thieves Guild Enforcer. They just let it happen. Well, do you have a removal spell for this? Yay! All of my things get to come back. I get to draw a bunch of cards. Gain some life. They all go away now, but at least I got to recharge a little bit. I should have checked to see that I had a Rune of Flight, because I would have rather Frogified the Soaring Thought Thief long term, but this is okay. Everything's fine. Another... Oh, they have an Into the Story? Okay. There's the second red that I need for my Ox. Let's go to combat. They might not have anything. I really want to get this incarnation down. Yes. First things first, let's get Apparition, eat the Thought Thief. And they've had enough. Awesome. Back up to gold 3, thank you very much. So there, I know it was only 2 matches, but this video is going to be pushing an hour long as is. So I'm just going to call it there. But I hope that you were able to kind of see the power of this archetype in general. The fact that the runes cantrip and they can go on your lands to be used later with Enigmatic Incarnation is really sweet. And then between, really I should kind of sort this differently. So if I put the cards that matter most right here, and then like all the random silver bullets, there. So you've got removal, runes, important cards, silver bullets. So yeah, if you just the fact that you can play these to cycle early and then stick an incarnation later in the game to go search out one of these really important cards or one of these other random cards that sometimes just completely hoses matchups. Like Klothys has been very impressive in this deck. And I'm not sure if playing 80 cards or 60 cards is right. Playing 80 definitely means that you see Incarnation not as frequently, which is why I'm playing this Idyllic Tutor to be able to go find it. But playing 80 does mean that you get to fit in more of these silver bullet cards in your main deck. Not sure if it's worth it, but it could be. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me take this deck out for a spin, and I hope you have a good rest of your day wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you later.